Family vacation. Months of planning. Picking the perfect place. Imagine all that ending in sudden tragedy.
Awful.
That's what happened this past Sunday. In Brazil.
Yeah.
A small plane, a family of 10 on board, crashed right into the heart of Gramado. It's a popular tourist town.
Oh, wow.
You guys wanted to understand what happened, so we've been looking into the news reports,
Right.
trying to piece it all together, what caused this awful event.
I mean, it's scary to think these kinds of accidents, they can happen anywhere, even on vacation.
Exactly.
You're in this beautiful place, maybe walking by a shop, and suddenly
This plane came down.
it clipped a home first, then crashed right into a mobile phone shop.
It's hard to even imagine. 10 lives just gone like that.
It's just awful.
The pilot, Luis Claudio Galazzi, and 9 passengers, all from the same family.
Oh, man.
Just heartbreaking. And it gets worse.
Mm,
17 people on the ground were hurt.
seriously.
12 needed to go to the hospital. 2 were in critical condition.
That's a ripple effect, huh? Tragedy like this, it doesn't just impact the people on board.
It hits the whole community.
Exactly. It makes you think, about the bigger picture.
So let's look at the flight itself. It was a twin-engine Piper PA-42-1000. Does that tell you much?
I mean, if you're not a plane person,
Right.
but not, you might think, oh, huge airliner. But this is a light aircraft. More like, think of it like a big SUV, but for the sky. It's designed for, private travel, short flights, 6 to 10 people usually. That's
Yeah.
how many seats.
So a small plane, relatively speaking, they took off from Canela Airport.
Okay.
That's just a short hop from Gramado,
Right.
headed to Jundiaí in São Paulo State,
So they were just starting their journey.
starting with excitement, ending in disaster.
Yeah.
Early reports mentioned unfavorable weather conditions. I always wondered, is it really that simple?
It's like bad weather equals crash.
Yeah,
Not really. Weather's definitely a big factor, especially with these smaller planes.
I guess it makes sense.
Think about it. Small boat in rough water versus a massive cruise ship.
So
Smaller planes, they're closer to the elements. Strong winds, turbulence, low visibility.
something like a sunny gust of wind, or maybe fog. Could that be enough to cause trouble?
Oh, absolutely. It could be really dangerous. But pilots of these smaller planes, they get intense training.
I bet.
They learn to read weather patterns, make adjustments mid-flight, even make the tough call to delay or cancel if it's too risky.
But even with all that,
Sometimes things still go wrong.
it's like navigating a boat in a storm. So much can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
After a crash like this, what do investigators look at when they're trying to understand what caused it?
It's like putting a giant puzzle back together. You need all the pieces. And one of the most important pieces is the black box.
The flight data recorder.
Exactly. It records everything: altitude, airspeed, direction, even what's said in the cockpit. Investigators use all that data to recreate the final moments, see if there were any anomalies or things the pilot did that maybe played a part in the crash.
Makes sense.
They also examine the wreckage itself very carefully, looking for signs of mechanical problems, anything that might have been wrong before the flight.
Right.
And of course, they check weather data, radar records, air traffic control communications to see what the conditions were like at the time of the accident.
So it's not just one thing.
No, it's a whole process. Lots of different pieces of evidence.
Really makes you appreciate how much goes into keeping air travel safe.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But there's more to think about beyond the investigation itself.
Yeah.
Gramado, this town, it's known for its beauty, its charm. It's a place people go to relax, escape.
To have fun.
Exactly. But this crash happening right in the middle of town, it's going to have a lasting impact.
I imagine it would.
It makes people question their safety.
Right?
And it could hurt tourism, too, economically.
It's just a tragedy all around. A family gone, people hurt. A whole town dealing with this horrible event.
And we're still waiting to hear what the investigators find.
It's a tough reminder how fragile things are, how quickly life can change.
It really makes you think about the things we can't predict, the things that can impact our lives.
Yeah.